Children begin by loving their parents. Then they see them, then they judge them, and in the end, they almost never forgive. Family is the first prison you never knew you entered. You are born into a name, a house, a story that was written long before you could speak. They call it love, but most of the time it is control disguised as care, expectation, dressed up as destiny. As a child, you worship the ones who feed you. You believe every word, you copy every step. You learn that their approval is oxygen and their disappointment is death. You would burn your own dreams to keep their smile alive. But one day, you open your eyes. You see the cracks in their halo. You notice the lies they told, not to protect you, but to protect themselves. The do this for your own good, that was really do this for my comfort. The you can't, that was really I never did, so you won't either. And in that moment, the child in you dies. What is left is judgment. You were not born with hate in your heart. You were born reaching out with small hands, trusting that whoever held you would never let you fall. But love without truth is just manipulation with a pretty mask. As you grow, you see the promises they broke, the secrets they hid, the weakness they covered with anger, silence, or violence. You realize they were not gods. They were cowards. They were not protectors. They were architects of your scars. So you judge them, not as mother or father, not as blood, but as people, flawed, afraid, selfish, dangerous. And you start to ask yourself a question that burns. If they truly loved me, why did they do this to me? That question is the first crack in the chain of obedience. You hear people talk about forgiveness like it is holy. They say family is everything. Forgive them, as if your pain is a small inconvenience. They were not there when the shouting started. They did not see you shrink. They did not feel the first time you realized you were only loved when you were useful, obedient, silent. Forgiveness is not a word. Forgiveness is a grave. To forgive them, you must bury every version of you that still wanted their love. You must admit that you will never receive the apology, the explanation, the rewritten past that you deserved. Most people cannot do that. So they pretend. They smile at the table. They say, it's fine, it's in the past, while their soul rots in resentment. That is not forgiveness. That is surrender. Understand this. Some wounds do not close. Some betrayals can only be avenged or outgrown, never erased. Blood is not just what runs in your veins. It is the script forced into your bones. You inherit their fears, their temper, their patterns of running, hiding, lashing out, their obsession with control, their talent for destruction. You tell yourself, I will never be like them. Then, one day, you hear your own voice, cold, sharp, merciless, and you recognize it. The same tone that once cut you now comes out of your own mouth. That is the curse of family. What you hate in them waits patiently inside you. You were not raised. You were programmed. Programmed to doubt yourself. Programmed to need their approval. Programmed to repeat their mistakes in new shapes, with new victims, wearing your face, until you decide to become something else. You have two choices with the pain your family gave you. You can let it eat you from the inside, or you can sharpen it. Dark motivation is born when love dies and something colder takes its place. Not weakness, not self-pity. Resolve. Look at what they did to you. Every time they ignored you, they taught you how to survive alone. Every time they doubted you, they gave you a reason to prove them wrong. Every time they tried to break you, they accidentally reforged you into something harder than they ever imagined. Your childhood was not a home. It was a forge. They thought they were bending you. They were tempering you. You are not obligated to heal in a way that makes others comfortable. You are obligated to become stronger than the ones who tried to control you. Your trauma is not an excuse to stay weak. It is the proof that you have already survived worse than what is coming. People like to picture family as a warm table. Shared food, gentle laughter. For some, that exists. For others, family is a battlefield where every meal is a negotiation. Every silence is a threat. Every kindness is loaded with a price. In that kind of family, you learn, trust carefully, speak rarely, expect nothing. You become a strategist. You read faces like maps. You anticipate explosions before a word is spoken. Use that awareness, that vigilance, that hunger. It makes you dangerous in a world full of soft, distracted people who never had to fight in their own homes. They needed comfort to grow. You grew in hostility. You did not bloom. You clawed your way out of the soil. Do not envy them. They would collapse under what you have survived. The world worships the word family like it is sacred. They tell you respect your parents, even when your parents never respected you. They tell you blood is thicker than water, as if DNA justifies everything. Understand this, blood only proves a connection. It does not prove loyalty. It does not prove love. If someone uses family as a shield to excuse their cruelty, they are not family. They are a threat with a familiar face. You are allowed to set distance, set boundaries, walk away, build a new circle that does for you what your original one never did. Protect, uplift, stand beside you, without envy or control. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is turn your back on the house that built you before it buries you. Every cursed bloodline has one person who decides it ends with me. Not in a soft, romantic way, in a brutal way. It means you refuse to pass the same poison forward. You choose discipline where they chose chaos. You choose self-awareness where they chose denial. You choose responsibility where they chose blame. Breaking the cycle is not gentle. You will be called ungrateful. You will be labeled cold, heartless, selfish. Let them speak. They are angry because you chose to become what they never had the courage to be, someone who looks at the past and does not bow to it. You are not obligated to love those who destroyed your childhood. You are obligated to ensure their darkness does not dominate your future. Using darkness without becoming it. Here is the danger. If you only fuel yourself with rage, you become a mirror of the ones you hate. You win, but you win as them. Use your darkness as a weapon, not as a home. Let your anger wake you up, not control you. Let your grief remind you why you will never treat anyone the way you were treated. The goal is not to become numb. The goal is to become unbreakable without losing the ability to choose. To look at your past and say, yes, it made me ruthless, but it did not make me blind. You can be calculated, not cruel. Detached, not dead, inside. Focused, not obsessed with revenge on ghosts. The true victory is not proving them wrong. It is outgrowing the need to prove anything to them at all. Children begin by loving their parents. They cannot help it. Dependence creates devotion. Then they see. They see the hypocrisy, the fear, the selfishness. They see how I did my best was often I refused to confront my own weakness. And they judge. Some judge silently and stay. Some judge loudly and are cast out. Either way, the illusion dies. Forgiveness, rare. Because forgiveness requires two things most parents never offer: honest accountability and real change. Do not waste your life waiting for someone to become the version of themselves that only exists in your fantasies. Judge what they are, not what you wish they would be. Then decide what role, if any, they deserve in the empire you are building. Family's not whoever shares your blood. Family is whoever stands beside your scars without trying to weaponize them. Family is whoever can look at your darkness and not flinch, because they have met their own. You are allowed to build a new family from brothers and sisters in struggle, mentors who give what your parents never did, guidance without chains, allies who respect your boundaries instead of testing them. The ones who truly deserve you will not demand blind loyalty. They will not use your past against you. They will not ask you to shrink to make them feel bigger. Your responsibility now is clear. Take the pain family gave you. Strip it of self-pity. Turn it into focus, discipline, and clarity. You were born into a story you did not choose, but you decide how it ends. They tried to raise a copy of themselves. Instead, they forged their own reckoning. Remember the line, children begin by loving their parents, After a time, they judge them. Rarely, if ever, do they forgive them. You have already loved. You have already judged. Now choose. Will your future be a shrine to the people who broke you, or a throne built from everything you survived in spite of them? Family gave you your first wound. Make sure it does not write your last chapter.